So, Michael, Trump obviously not backing off on his retribution campaign. He's made it clear from the very beginning. He has not shied away from going after people that he's not happy with. I wonder, does he think this is still helping him with his base? Is it just firing up the opposition, or is it just falling flat because this is what, the fourth one? So are people just tired of it and they don't even pay attention? It's so much noise.
Look, I work on the first Trump impeachment. I read the Mueller report. There was plenty of smoke there. I think it's not that. I think it's actually he doesn't like being held accountable for whatever actions he's involved in. Now, obviously, no fire came out of that investigation, but there were over 140 points of contact between the Trump campaign and Russian officials. And so I think this is about him not wanting to be held accountable and wanting to punish those who are doing their job in terms of holding him accountable in that way.
So what are the political ramifications?
I think for him, there's no upside. Moderate Republican voters, I think, are not happy with this. Obviously, Democrats are not happy with it. Only, 35% or so of his base, the MAGAites, would be happy with this. But I think the moderates and independents that he needs to try to hold the Senate and maybe hold the House, those people are not happy. This is not a smart strategy.
Yeah, I mean, the distractions, it seems to me, you're the expert at this, but the closer we get to, and I think we're already there, but the closer we get to people really gearing up for the midterms, figuring out who's going to run, figuring out what the campaign message is going to be, our distractions no more than that. And in that sense, bad political moves.
He's doing everything wrong. The economy is horrific. You have over 7 million unemployed Americans. You have sky-high prices on nearly everything, and he's launching these personal attacks and investigations into people that he thinks are his enemies. If you were like watching a movie about a politician who's doing all these things, you would say he's doing everything wrong. And that's what Donald Trump is doing right now.
Polls, back to the politics of all this, Michael, were fascinating. And it's the economy, and then it's the economy, and then after that, it's the economy. And Donald Trump put it as there's this new word, affordability. When you hear a politician, and I know that we've had conversations about whether or not it's smart to talk about Donald Trump and what he's trying to do to the democracy, things like retribution campaigns, but are smart politicians in this moment, not knowing where we'll be a year from now, going into the midterms, pushing this aside and sticking to a consistent, pointed message, or are voters smarter than that? They want to hear more than that.
You should do both. I mean, the economy is the star of the show, but the backup is accountability. So the backup is more like Tito, Michael Jackson would be the economy. The star of the show is the fact that credit card delinquencies are up, auto loan delinquencies are up. You've got every economic metric that shows the American consumer is struggling and underwater, frankly. And you have a horrific job market as well on top of all of these things. And so you always have to leave is what the average voter first thinks about. It's also important to uphold and protect the Constitution.
Because they put a lot of money into the system that's supposed to do something with it. I don't think, it's not necessarily selfish. It's how government is supposed to work. I give you money, you help me out.
And that's not what's happening right now. Donald Trump has helped out the rich donors that have given him money, but for the rest of us, we've gotten a bad deal out of this. He's torn down half of the White House, and everyone just sort of moved on. I mean, some accountability needs to have, which is why I think if Democrats do this the right way, they can take the House and provide some oversight on this litany of horrific and illegal acts put forth by this president.